Well, what's up, guys? So in this video, I put together a list of the top 10 high growth stocks to buy right now. So this is a list of stocks that I simply put together. You guys can check out the complete list on my website. I'm going to post a link in the description. But I kind of want to give you guys some stock ideas because I feel like right now, with markets, the NASDAQ at an all-time high, and a lot of people have been chasing a lot of these penny stocks and things like that, and we've seen a lot of companies report good earnings. I think that now is time to look at some growth stocks that could do really well for the second half of the year and well on to 2021, guys. So here is the complete list. So I'm just going to give you guys the list up front, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about each stock for some of you guys that are in a hurry. So the list is Chewy, DraftKings, Match Group, Netflix, Nikola Motor, Shopify, Solar Edge, Tesla, Wix.com, and Zoom Video, guys. So before I go into each of these stocks individually, I kind of want to just ask you guys, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and to help more people find this useful video, guys. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first stock on the list is Chewy. So this is a chart of Chewy, ticker symbol CHWY, and Chewy is a leading pet e-commerce seller. They sell things like pet food and pet supplies, guys. So as you can see here, the stock has done really, really well, and it's up about 64% year to date, guys. Let's take a little bit more in-depth look at the company. Okay, guys, so we're going to start basically at the latest quarterly results to give you guys kind of a broader outlook on the company. So as you can see here, it says Chewy, a trusted online destination for pet parents, has released its financial results for the first quarter. And as you can see here in that quarter, they did $1.262 billion in sales, and that is sales growth of 46% year over year. So that's what classifies as a high growth stock, guys. We're looking for stocks that are growing sales, which over 15 to 20% year over year. So anytime a company's seeing growth like that, that is considered a high growth stock for me. And as you can see here, this company, they're doing some nice things. And we all know that more and more people are going to be having pets in the future as, the average size of the American family and families in Western societies get smaller and smaller. People are working longer and people are just dedicating more times to their craft now in the hyper competitive world. So we can expect a lot of families to acquire pets as basically a safe and useful way to kind of grow their family without all of the time requirements that it is for raising children, guys. So pets are definitely going to soar, and you're going to see more and more people owning pets in the future. And of course, these pets are going to have needs and things like that, guys. So this is one of my favorite high growth stocks out there, guys. If we take a look at the chart, we can see that the stock is well up, guys. So this stock actually IPO'd last year. And if we take a look at the all-time chart, okay, so we can see that the stock is up about 37% from its IPO price. So the stock IPO'd at around $34, $35 last year. And this stock is headed way higher, guys. So Chewy, another company doing a lot of great things, increasing revenue and things like that. And they have a lot of nice things in place, guys. So if you want to take a look. Okay, so as you can see here, we're on their website. You can basically see it's basically like the Amazon for pets, guys. They sell lots of different products, pet food, all different types of things, treats, supplies, and they service lots of different pets, dogs, cats, fish, birds, basically all pets things. And the good thing about this company is that they have a service called Auto Ship where they automatically deliver your things like pet food on a monthly basis. So it's really, really, really similar to kind of Amazon Prime's subscription model where they have customers signed up for this, and they have a lot of customers signed up for their auto ship. So as you can see, guys, I'm on the investor relations website. As you can see their net sales and the auto ship customer sales. So that's what I was talking about, how they automatically define things for a subscription program. And as you can see here, those numbers are increasing, and they did $1.1 billion in sales in auto ship sales, guys. So this company is on a slow and steady increase, and I would say this is kind of a stair stepper chart that we see when it comes to revenue growth. We've seen similar stair-stepping charts with this. You guys see my past videos on Tesla and Amazon. This company it has basically the same type of trajectory. So, slow and steady. We're not seeing huge jumps, but slow incremental steps. And this could, have some really, really nice results in the long run. And then one of the highlights of the company is they just reached positive EBITDA in the last quarter. So a lot of things, positive signs that I see with Chewy stock, one of my favorite high growth stocks of this year, guys. So next on the list. Okay, so guys, the next stock on the list is DraftKings. So DraftKings is a stock that I've been talking about lately. I posted a video on why I'm buying more DraftKings stock. But this stock's been on an absolute tear recently. And this has been, I think, going to be one of the huge winners as sports open back up, kind of post, pandemic situation that we've been going through lately. So as you can see here, DraftKings, pretty simply, they are a daily fantasy and online sportsbook website. So over 5 million people have played, and they have lots of different offerings. They have a casino, a sportsbook, daily fantasy games. So as you can see here, guys, one of the key catalysts for DraftKings stock, I think, is sports reopening up. So slowly but surely, a lot of these have opened up. So golf has already opened. Um, Soccer has opened in the European leagues. UFC has opened up. So as we start to see sports kind of open back up, I think during the fall, especially of 2020, I think we're going to see an explosion in DraftKings stock price. And and DraftKings is another high growth stock, as you can see here, guys, year over year revenue growth of 30%, and the company is doing a lot of nice things. So really going to be exciting to see what DraftKings does kind of the second half of the year as things open back up, guys. So DraftKings, one of my favorite stocks on the list. Okay, the third stock on the list is Match Group. Hey guys, so Match Group is a stock that doesn't really get as much attention nearly as some of the other stocks on there, and I've talked a little bit about this stock on this channel in the past, and it's one of my favorite stocks because simply Match Group is the largest online dating company in the world. They own lots of different properties like Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Match.com. If you guys have tried to meet anybody online or try to get dates or anything like that, chances are you've probably used one of their apps or their websites, guys. So like I said, they own the growing, a hugely popular dating app Tinder, and Tinder was the most profitable app on the Google Play Store last year. And as you can take a look at Match Group's financial results, you can see that total revenue grew 17%. So obviously, it's just above the 15% revenue growth that we're looking at. But more importantly, that's for the entire company. So if we take a look at Tinder, we can see Tinder revenue is growing 31% year over year, guys. So no mistake about it, Tinder is their cash cow, and this company is doing some absolutely amazing things. Increased subscribers, earnings are up, revenue is up, everything is up. And one of the reasons why everything is up and doing so well is simply because people will never stop trying to find dates. So it's kind of a recession-proof, business. People are always going to try to meet people and find love and things like that. So Match, one of my favorite stocks out there, and this stock is just approaching $100, guys. So, I've been holding Match stock for quite some time, and really excited to see that maybe it can perhaps head to 200 by the end of the year or well into next year, guys. So, Match Group, another one of my favorite high growth stocks, guys. So, let's continue. Okay, guys, so the next stock on the list is Netflix, and Netflix stock is up 38% year to date, guys. Netflix is another stock that, for me, it's just a never sell stock. I always buy it on dips because Netflix was a top performing stock all of the last decade, guys. So it returned over 4,000% from 2010 to 2000 at the end of 2019, and that was tops out of all U.S. stocks, guys. So Netflix still a high growth company. So as we can take a look, guys, unless you guys have been living under a rock, you probably already know what Netflix is. Doesn't need much explanation here. The number one biggest online streaming service in the world. You can watch TVs or movies. So as we go see, guys, we can take a look at the latest quarter revenue growth year over year, 27%. And, Netflix was a huge winner in the whole pandemic situation. So as you can see here, they added a ton of subscribers. They added 15 million over the last quarter, and they are approaching 200 million subscribers, guys. So they have a second quarter forecast of around 190, and I expect them to easily hit 200 million by the end of this year, guys. So Netflix, another stock that keeps on chugging, guys. So let's move on to next on the list. Okay, guys, so next on the list is Nikola Motor. So Nikola Motor is another stock. It's actually the only stock on this list that hasn't actually generated any revenue, but I thought it deserved an honorable mention on this list simply because according to Forbes, so if you take a look here, according to Forbes revenue, so As long as those numbers are legit, there is some potential here, guys. If you take a closer look here, I'm on their website. Basically, their company is based off of heavy duty hydrogen fueled and electric vehicles. So they have quite a few vehicles in the pipeline. Their most popular is their heavy duty truck, which a lot of companies like Anheuser-Busch have signed up on. And then they also have kind of a lot of the similar beginnings, as I would say, as Tesla. They have a bit of an eccentric CEO and a company that's basically going to be profiting off of future changes in how people use vehicles. So we're transitioning from, okay, so as we transition from ICE, that's internal combustible engine vehicles, basically gas guzzlers, into electric vehicles and clean energy vehicles, I think Nikola Motor is a company that will benefit, guys. Even though the stock has run up a ton, I think a lot of those pre-orders are already baked into the price. But as you can see here, I think there's a lot of growth for this company in the future. Okay, guys, so next on the list is Shopify stock. This is a stock that I've made quite a few videos on because I think Shopify is so much potential. And I kind of mentioned this stock for a while, guys, and the stock has ran up a ton. So as you can see here, this stock is already up over 113% year to date. And it's just been a phenomenal growth story for Shopify. So Shopify, basically, they empower small, medium-sized, and even large businesses to sell things online. So lots and lots of entrepreneurs, people who've never even started an e-commerce store before have been using Shopify to sell things online. So as you can see here, here's some examples of their stores. And they use basically a monthly membership model, and then they also make money off of transaction fees and things like that, guys. So basically with the whole situation that's been going on, a lot of people have been forced to basically sell things online, and that has translated to a lot of gains for Shopify. So as you can see here on the latest quarterly release, first quarter revenue was up 47% year over year. And Shopify is just an excellent growth story, guys. This is another company I think all these e-commerce companies are going to do really well. So I mentioned how I thought Amazon was going to be worth $10,000 by 5 years, and I think Shopify is definitely $1,000 plus stock. E-commerce is here and it's not going anywhere anytime soon, guys. So as you can see here, subscription revenue up 34%. So 47% revenue growth is absolutely insane. And this company is based out of Canada, and it still has a long way to go. I think a lot of people are going to be opening e-commerce stores within the next decade. So Shopify is a very strong high growth stock, guys. Okay, next on the list. Okay, so next on the list is Solar Edge, guys. So Solar Edge, another solar energy company. As you can see the trend here, basically a lot of these high growth companies are basically leading new technological changes into this decade. So as you can see here, Solar Edge, they have lots of different customers, but basically they are basically a solar energy company providing businesses and individuals with solar panel solutions and things like that to help save money on their bills. So as you can see here, Solar Edge is a world leader in smart energy. Start saving on your electric bills. And then they also have it for businesses as well. And you can also use Solar Edge to grow your own personal business, guys. So a very diversified solar company. And the stock has been absolutely crushing it. So yeah, as you can see here, stock's up 47% year to date. And they had a really, really nice first quarter 2020. As you can see here, guys, company revenue was a record 431 million. That's 59% up 59% year over year. 271 million the quarter before the previous Q1 2019, guys. So I really like Solar Edge, a company that I don't hear a lot of people talking about, but I think if you guys are into like solar companies like Tesla and things like that, I think Solar Edge is another good one to check out. Okay, and then mentioning Tesla as we kind of segue right into it. Okay, so Tesla, like I said, guys, doesn't need a lot of introduction. If you guys follow my channel, you know how bullish I am on Tesla. So let's get right into it. Tesla has already cracked $1,000 per share. And if you guys aren't familiar with it, even though I mention it all the time on this channel, as you can see, they are not just as well as electric cars, guys. So Tesla, a really, really special company. Nice thing about their products is that they continuously improve the cars over time, something that is completely unheard of in the ICE car era. And another nice thing about Tesla is that they have a really nice distribution channel. They're planning on opening factories in Europe, opening another factory in the United States, and they have a lot of upcoming product launches like their Cybertruck and their semi truck to kind of compete with Nikola Motor. So a lot of nice things from Tesla. And the nice thing is that the revenue is growing. So as you can see here, guys, even though revenue dipped down a little bit from the last quarter, from Q1 to from Q4 2019 to Q1 2020, revenue dipped year over year. That revenue was up 32%. So still in line with a high growth company, guys. And Tesla, another stock that I think is going to be worth around $3,000 to $5,000 in the next couple of years. So definitely a nice stock to own. So okay, guys, let's move on to the next. Okay, guys, so next on the list is Wix. So this is a stock that has been performing very, very well, up 80% year to date. And Wix basically is a free website builder and kind of e-commerce solutions company. So they help basically people build websites, and they make a lot of money through their monthly maintenance subscriptions and things like that, guys. So really straightforward business, and a lot of people are hating on this company, but it shows that as more and more people are trying to create a website online, there's big money to be made in this market, and that is translating to some excellent revenues. So in the first quarter of 2020, revenues were up 24% year over year, guys. So Wix, I think it's another company that a lot of people haven't been talking about, since the company is based out of Israel, and a lot of people aren't familiar with it. But it is it does trade in the American public markets, guys, and more people are going to be forced to make websites, especially small businesses. Are going to have to transition into this post pandemic era, guys. So definitely another stock to look for. Okay, guys, the last but not least on this list is Zoom Video Communications. This is a stock that has absolutely went bonkers ever since the whole pandemic situation. And while a lot of stocks have had that previous kind of dip down here in April, Zoom didn't really experience that. They've just been cranking up year to date. So I told you guys, I posted a video earlier, was it a buy? I said it was a really nice buy at around 200, and so far it's bounced pretty high, and it looks like we're going to 300. And the reason is just simply that this company has been growing revenue like crazy, and people just love their products. So they are a video conferencing company, guys. So they allow people basically to communicate through video very easily and seamlessly, and it's basically a very simple product. So a lot of schools have been using it, a lot of businesses, and even for personal use. It's kind of an alternative to Skype and things like that. And it just allows people to collaborate and talk through video, guys. So with all this social distancing and things like that, video has become an integral part of the human communication kind of process, and people are using this like crazy. And this is translating some excellent revenues for the company. So as you can see here, guys, first quarter fiscal 2021 results. Revenue was up 169% year over year. So this is not just a high growth, a hyper growth, a mega growth company, and their customers are also up 354% year over year, guys. So definitely not last but not least, and an excellent stock, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this stock crank a lot more higher. Zoom is for real, guys. So that's it. To top things off, I'll just recap the list one more time. Chewy, DraftKings, Match Group, Netflix, Nikola Motor, Shopify, Solar Edge, Tesla, Wix, and Zoom Video, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. I post videos on lots of different stocks that you guys can buy to make. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. That's until next time. Take care.